Did you know there was a Formula One driver who entered only one race in their career, started from both last and first in the same Grand Prix, led the race, and even retired in the same race? Let me introduce you to Markus Winkelhock. So Markus Winkelhock drove for Spiker F1 for one race, the 2007 European Grand Prix, which was held at the Nürburgring, his home race, and he started last on the grid. But at the very last moment on the formation lap, his team told him to box. They put the full wets on his car, and yes, the weather was showing that it was going to rain and rain badly, but at that time it was a risky move because it wasn't really raining that bad. And the rain really started to pour. Drivers were aquaplaning, being beached, slipping, sliding, making contact. If you haven't seen the start of this race, please go and watch it. Very messy, but of course they all had to pit at the end of that lap to change their tires, and Kimi Räikkönen had actually missed the entry, so he had to go round the track again. And this is not relevant to the story whatsoever, but he brought his grandmother to the garages, and this picture is just so cute. And who was leading the race? Markus Winkelhock in the Spiker. It was the first time Spiker had ever led a race, and by lap 3 he was ahead by 19 seconds, but the rain really started to intensify. 6 drivers went off at turn 1. They called it the turn 1 river or the lake, and there was a safety car and then an eventual red flag, so the race did get suspended. But where Winkelhock started last on the initial race start, he started in first on the restart, but where the team did get it right on the initial start with the tires, they got it wrong on the restart because they kept the full wets on his car, and that wasn't the right intel. They thought that more wet weather would be coming, but it didn't come, and he quickly lost his lead. But by lap 15 he had to retire due to a hydraulic issue, but nobody in the team was particularly mad or upset. They just found it a funny moment, and he himself was smiling. He got the opportunity to drive in a Formula One car. So that's the story about how a driver entered into their only Formula One race. They started from both last and first in the same Grand Prix, led the race, and retired from that same race.